Aloha mai kako. Hello, Ash. I hope that this message finds you and your families well during these trying times. If I hadn't had the chance to meet you yet, I am Coco Reyes from the University of Hawaii at Manoa, and I'm serving as this year's Indigenous Relations Liaison for the ASH Program Committee. In short and devastating order, the COVID-19 crisis has called attention to systemic inequities that continue to persist. In this way, it challenges us to think, how can we do better, both now and post-COVID-19? In my area of research, which focuses on the role of higher ed in Indigenous nationhood, an understanding of the importance of land would be essential to advancing full participation of Indigenous communities. Learning about the stories and the native peoples of the lands where we live and where we work remains an important step in the process of coming to understand the importance of land. So if you don't know these stories, I encourage you to begin to learn about them. However, as our Ashland Acknowledgement Working Group would suggest, this should only be the beginning. We must also work toward recognizing the roles that our institutions have played in colonization, as well as the roles that they could and should play in caring for these lands and serving their Indigenous communities. Here at UH, while we aspire to be a foremost Indigenous serving institution, the institution has unfortunately fallen short of meeting this goal through the role it has played in the desecration of Mauna Kea, Hawaii's highest peak. For Kanaka Oiwi, Native Hawaiians, Mauna Awa Kea is a relative and a sacred place of spiritual connection to the gods and to our ancestors. It is much more than just a parcel of land that can be bought, sold, or leased, even as a site for research. For the university to contribute to the advancement of full participation of Kanaka Oiwi, it must play a role in standing up for our aina, our land, and protecting it. If we want to advance full participation of Indigenous peoples in higher education, then we must acknowledge the relationships that they share with land as vital. Many scholars have found that Indigenous college students find strength to succeed through the support of their families and communities. Thus, many continue to attend institutions near their homes or make frequent visits home during their studies. In my own research, I have also found that place plays an important role in the ways that Indigenous graduates choose to give back after college. Many hope that they will be able to serve their own communities directly in the work that they do, but many who cannot or do not live within their home communities still make efforts to serve Indigenous peoples more broadly. Thus, to advance their full participation, we must support Indigenous students as they seek to make connections between what they are learning and experiencing on campus to what they hope to accomplish for their families and communities. In closing, I hope that staying home during this COVID-19 crisis allows us some time to take stock of what's important, to look forward not to going back to business as usual, but to imagining and working toward what we want the world we're going back to look like. Mahalo, thanks, e malama pono. Take good care.